All right, it being approximately 4 o'clock on June 12th, I'd like to call this Gardner Elementary School Finance Subcommittee to order. Dr. Hammond, would you mind calling the roll?
Dr. Pellegrino,
Present.
Wayne Anderson,
Present.
Bob Hankinson, I don't believe he's present. Jennifer Clavin,
Present.
Bob Schwartz,
Present.
Mark Hawk.
Present.
We have a quorum, Mr. Chairman.
Excellent. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes from May 15th, 2024?
So moved. Bob Schwartz.
Second.
Thank you.
Second.
Any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, let's put the matter to vote. Dr. Hammond?
Dr. Pellegrino,
Yes.
Wayne Anderson,
Yes.
Jennifer Clavin,
Yes.
Bob Schwartz,
Yes.
Mark Hawk.
Yes.
It's a vote, Mr. Chairman.
Perfect. Moving on to approving bills and orders.
We only have one invoice for this meeting, and that is from Colliers for $1,842.03.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve that bill? I believe we all have that in our packets.
So moved.
It was in your packet. Went out on
Yes.
Friday, I believe.
Yes, it did.
Second.
Thank you. Thank you. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, let's put the matter to roll call vote.
Dr. Pellegrino,
Yes.
Wayne Anderson,
Yes.
Jennifer Clavin,
Yes.
Bob Schwartz,
Yes.
Mark Hawk.
Yes.
It's a vote, Mr. Chairman.
Excellent. Ayes have it. Motion carries. Report from the OPM.
I was hoping to see Tim on this. If we could move that agenda item, I'm gonna try and contact him. Is that all right?
Sure. Take this out of order. We'll go to report from the architects.
Great. Thanks, Mark. We have a PCO and then also a request for extra services. And so I'll first go to the PCO and let me share screen here. Share screen. How about that one? This one I think was included with the packet that Dr. Hemmond sent out. This is for an oil water separator, part of the elevator. Bacon is working on getting pricing for it. They've gotten some pricing from Griffin. They're struggling to get some pricing from KMD, but they are working on it. And so they're asking for a not to exceed of $6,000 for this item. It was a request, lots and back and forth with the plumbing inspector. Hesner Engineering has been very involved. What has exactly been request has changed a little bit over time. This has been a moving target, but I think we finally settled on a solution where we add a 90-degree elbow that helps prevent gases from building up there, and then also a high and a low float that would sound an alarm so that we can make sure that this area is monitored. Wayne probably knows much more about this than I do, but that's the Cliff Notes version.
So I'll add the need for this is the plumbing contractor did not install the venting properly, or it's supposed to be 3 vents, but then there was a big debate. So it's then minimum they need 2 vents, which would, if they add another vent, it would have to go from the receiving area all the way through the roof. So we worked with the plumbing inspector, had a couple different meetings with him to come up with the most cost-effective solution. So this is basically it. It shouldn't be, we're hoping it's not $6,000. Plus, I know Bacon is requesting a credit for the 2 vents that were shown on the drawings and on the plumber's as-built drawings as well. So, but we're moving forward, so we have a good plan.
I'll make a motion to approve not to exceed 6,000.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Hawk. Anybody else with second? Do I hear a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, let's put the matter to a roll call vote. Dr. Hammond?
Dr. Pellegrino,
Yes.
Wayne Anderson,
Yes.
Jennifer Plavin,
Yes.
Bob Schwartz,
yes,
Mark Hawk. Mark Hawk,
he
He's
shook
not
his head in the affirmative.
You.
okay.
Yes.
yeah. It's a vote, Mr. Chairman.
Votes unanimous, motion carries.
Great.
Let's go back because Tim's now joined us. Let's go back in the agenda to report from the OPM. Tim, take it away.
Thanks, Mark. Sorry, joined late. Having trouble getting off another call, but let me share our budget. And we'll go through this again. You're all familiar with this. Again, our budget at the bottom of column A was 82,282,212. Of that, we've approved for payment just over $78.5 million. And we have commitments of just over 79 million. So we're coming to the end. Of that money that we've approved, that 78.6, we anticipated that about 57.9, so just under $58 million would be eligible for reimbursement. And at the district's reimbursement rate, that would be a refund via the MSBA's ProPay system of $46.3 million. So of the 78, you've received a reimbursement on 46. It's about where we expected. The reimbursement rate is 80%, but it's of eligible costs, and there's a lot of caps. And this is where we thought things might shake out. So we're right on target. There's still dollars available in the budget to be able to do the change that was just approved, so with no hardships on the budget front.
Okay.
Any questions about the budget or where we stand with the MSBA? Now that we're coming down towards the end, we are going to be entering into an audit phase with the MSBA once we've paid all our bills. So the district would typically has to make all their payments, and then the MSBA would begin an audit phase. They do an audit as you go each month, but then when you get to the end, they kind of go through everything again. So that's something that will be coming up shortly.
Okay. Any questions?
Tim, would you mind dropping me that most recent sheet in an email? I just want to go over a few things with the city auditor about it.
Sure.
Excellent move, Mr. Hawk.
How are we coming on the closeout of the project?
Well, the work that's ongoing is the fire department and the building official. There's been some back and forth with them on final inspections and what else they needed. There's a different fire suppression system in a closet off the gym that has electronics. And so it was something that really wasn't brought up as they needed any additional paperwork, but recently it's come to light that they didn't have the sign off that they were looking for, the piece of paper that had signatures and so forth. So on the 26th at 10 o'clock in the morning, they'll be doing another test just to sign off and make sure it's all good. They do need to change a horn strobe to just a beacon, and that is on order and should be installed hopefully prior to that test. And then there was a couple pieces of signage that I also believe are on order, and that'll close that out. The Conservation Commission, I think, is comfortable with the establishment of the wetlands replication area. So we're really just coming down to, like that oil water separator that, Wayne was just discussing, and maybe a couple other handful of, miscellaneous items. Once those are done, we have a lot of paperwork to do with the MSBA, and a lot of that has to do with financials, so we can't necessarily submit that, until we're a little bit further along, but the OPM, we are having meetings with our representative from the MSBA. We've already had a couple of them as far as the closeout process and what kind of paperwork he's looking for. And we set up a SharePoint file so that as we develop those things and finalize them, we'll put them in that file so that they have access to them. A lot of this stuff is stuff we've submitted to them over the course of the project. But putting it in one easy location for them to access makes it just easier. Copies of all the changes, copies of all the contracts, copies of all the contract amendments, and various other miscellaneous information. So we're working on it, and hopefully once we have paid all the bills, we'll be able to kind of trigger that next phase and get through that pretty quickly.
Thank you.
Sure.
Tim, any other questions, comments, concerns?
Tim, could you send that to me, please, and I'll send it out to the committee as well.
Sure.
I don't think I had it in order to send it out yesterday.
Oh, okay, sorry about that. I thought I had forwarded that to you, but
Okay, yeah, and I'll send it out to, I'll send it to the full committee. Mark, you'll get it as well.
All right. Perfect. Anything else, Tim?
no, that's all I had. Thanks, Mark.
Any other questions for Tim? All right, hearing no more, let's move on. I think we have old business, new business, or other business to come before the committee.
Mark, I do have one more for requested additional services for look at some concrete sidewalks at the Summit Garden. Tim, I don't know if I can steal sharing screen from you.
Yes, sorry.
It's okay.
Stop share. There you go.
And I'll go to screen one, share. Can people see that okay?
Yep.
So this also went out with the packets. There's interest from the district to add additional concrete sidewalk at the Summit Garden. It's where a lot of kids come out of the building, and right now it's kind of a decomposed granite, crushed stone. And so this would just help with long-term maintenance in that area. There's also some drainage issues, or how to, if we make that hardscape, handling the drainage from the canopy coming off of the A-wing there. Fuss and O'Neill has a lump sum proposal of $5,500. Jones Woods Architects is adding on hourly. We would bill hourly with a not to exceed limit of $4,500. Just to help with coordination. Of course, we'd want to keep as much of that in Fuss and O'Neill's hands as possible. We did have a proposal from Stimson, the landscape architect, that was quite a bit higher, but in looking at it all, I think we can really just do it with just JWA and Fuss and O'Neill involved with this. It's pretty straightforward. So requesting a not to exceed of $10,000 for those services. And the Fuss and O'Neill proposal was also included as backup with Dr. Hemmons' email.
Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. Do I hear a second? Mr. Anderson, do I hear? Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Blavin. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none.
Yes, Mark.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
In discussing this with Wayne, I'm not sure we're gonna move forward with this at this time. It's something that we can address again down the road, but perhaps just not at this time. Wayne, is that accurate?
That is accurate, sir.
Sorry about that. So we aren't gonna, I guess, need a vote on this, but, or we can just vote it down.
Can have the people withdraw the motions in a second if you want to.
Yeah, I'll withdraw.
I'll withdraw.
There we go. Thank you.
Very good. Motion is withdrawn. Any other business?
So, I did want to bring up, that, Matt is on the call with us today. And, Matt is going to be leaving Colliers. He's going into retirement. So this will be the last meeting that, Matt will be attending. So he's been, instrumental in this project. I want to thank Matt, for all his efforts, on this project and all the other ones that we've worked together on, Matt. Been a great working relationship, and, I'm glad you were able to get not 100% closed out on this one, but, we got the project basically done, and thanks for all your help.
He looks too
Welcome.
young to retire.
Thank
I
you.
know, they're getting younger and younger, I tell
Too
you.
young, yeah, right?
And I also want to say thanks to Tim, to Matt, because all the work, we've worked together over the last couple of
Yes.
years, getting stuff done, getting it in. So it's been a pleasure working with you, Matt.
You're welcome.
I'd like to say thanks, Matt, and
Oh, thank you.
glad this project did not kill you. I know we came really close.
It
Gave it your
tried,
best effort.
tried, gave it its
Dangerous
best
diplomat.
shot.
But yeah, enjoy retirement. Hopefully you're gonna spend a lot of time in Maine.
Yeah, hopefully.
Nice. Good for you.
All right.
All right, no other
Thank you.
business? Any public comment, Mr. Rockwood?
Nothing today, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Rockwood. Have a great day. And
Mr. Chairman, I do have something to say.
okay,
This is my last meeting of being paid as your consultant, and so it ends. But I volunteered with the superintendent that I would then, because I can do it with remotely, as any other meetings that we have, I'll take care of all that. And it's my gift back to the city, so I'm very glad to do that.
thank you very much.
Thank
Mr.
you. Thank you, Steve.
So I'll still be around for a little while longer.
And hopefully we won't see any Mr. Hemmon change orders. So that'll be fine. All right, anything else? All right, our next meeting is July 17th. And we have August 21st and September 18th. Dr. Hemmon, I'd just like to say, first off, just thank you very much for all you did. This project wouldn't have gone nearly as smoothly without you. And there were a lot of bumps along the way, but it would have been a lot bumpier and a lot more difficult without you. So thank you very much for your time.
Yes.
I've enjoyed working on the project very much. It's been really nice to see that rise, that the hill be prepared and the school rise up. So it's really a great school project for the kids of Gardner.
Amen to that. All right, if there's nothing
Thank you.
else, no need for executive session. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So
So
moved.
moved.
Thank you. And all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it. We are adjourned. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
See you all later. Bye-bye.